All right, what's good, everybody? This morning we are obviously wide awake. Notice the bags under the eyes. But we are doing the real big challenge with Miles Minnick and LECRAE. I got a little rap that I wrote, and we're going to put it on here and then do a little visual to it. Something quick and easy. Stuff like this is fun because it's twofold. Number one, you got the potential to, you know, be featured on a really cool song. It doesn't take long. It's probably going to take you 30 minutes to write the rap, 30 minutes to record it, mix it, and then you just upload it, do a little visual, you're done. So you're talking 2 hours for a pretty big chance of being involved in something much bigger than yourself. Number two, if you don't, let's say you don't get on it, you still, somebody's going to get blessed by this verse. So it's all good. I'm going to go ahead and silence my cell phone so I don't pick that up in the recording. But yeah, let me show you guys what I got basically so far and then kind of what I plan on working on today. I'll probably just do a run through real fast. I kind of like my voice being this groggy and quiet. So let's check this out. Oh. A little mic cam for you. Testing, microphone test. Okay. Yeah. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a real. I guess I should probably get all my voice out of there in the background. Let's do this again. Yeah. Pause. Yeah. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty. Oh, that's way too fast. That's the problem without using your metronome. You get lost in it. Let's redo it. Yeah. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm done with synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Alright, that was cool. I think there was definitely some parts I can probably take from that. So let's check it out. Let's see what's going down. Like I said, the grogginess of the morning is kind of cool. Kind of adds a cool flavor to the whole deal. Let's see what we got here. First of all, I can tell you I'm going to have to break this up into two different pieces. The volume level on this is very, very different. And this one, of course, is more of your action style. So let's go. Let's see what we got. One thing I would do before I get too far ahead of myself is surfer EQ. I'm a really big fan of surfer EQ. Basically what this does is you have your vocals, right? All here, and you can group them and you can rename this vocal, and that's fine. But for now, I'm just gonna chill with it. So you're going to want to make a return right here. And you're going to want to select the first track. I should probably rename this beat. But now you can see right here, I'm over here in this corner, you can see my mouse. Hit the return, make a return track, and then you'll see right here you can choose what you want. Just choose beat, and that's gonna, underneath it, pop up a little thing called sidechain surfer EQ. Now what you can do is you can go up to the beat, you can press this SC button, you can see I can toggle it, and you want to change all these little buttons to surf. So you want 1, 3, 5. These are like the overtones or the, you know, the main parts. It does its magic with it, so just trust me on it. And then I usually do no more than 2. So I'll start with like 1.5, 1.6, something like that, 1.2. And then all you do is route it in there. So this one right here is your send. You're doing 100%. Let's check out what we got. Oh, it didn't feel like I came in there on time, did it? Maybe I didn't.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't.
That sounds like I didn't even come in on the right timing.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm done with synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
So out of all that, I really like the way you can hear my voice is pretty like flimmy morning-y, and that'll change as time goes on, but I like the ending, the way I say I'm just checking on you.
Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
It's almost like this, like you're dipping out. So let's go ahead and take check, making sure my mic's not too high. Let's go ahead and take that part.
Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Hey, y'all still with me?
And that's a crazy difference between last night recording and this night. It's like two different people. Here's morning Chase,
Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
and then here's last night Chase.
Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
It's like morning Chase aged about 5 years. So let's see, what do I want to do here?
Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
Let's do something like this.
Credit now. Credit now. Credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking.
I wonder if I could maybe do something like this instead.
Me, I'm just checking. Me, I'm just checking. Me, I'm just checking. I'm just checking on you. 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 Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
So that's a cool transition. It's more of a like lower voice tonality. Lower voice tonality.
Gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm done with synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
So let's see. I'm actually gonna kind of heighten up the intro. Let's see. Was it this one?
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired.
Let me see if I can do that intro a little bit better, a little bit smoother. If not, we can keep that and run with that. Why do I have two here?
I'm just checking.
Oh yeah, I duplicated it. That's fine. I got way too many channels going on right now. I really just need one open vocal channel to record. So let's make it white. Actually, let's make it like this dark red. All right, red for record. Okay, so let's try this again with nothing. We're gonna see if some of this morning voice can help us out. Yeah. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Yeah. Shots fired. I like the intro. I don't think I'm gonna be able to, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make the jump from morning voice to really intense voice, and I'm okay with that. I think it's more about this morning getting that, seeing if there's any gold in the morning voice before this passes. I can already feel it's starting to change. Let's see here. All right, let's see what we got.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly,
I don't know. I think I like the original one better.
pause for dramatic effect. I got a big pause for dramatic.
You hear that?
Pause for dramatic.
Hear that change in it? We gotta fix that real fast. Is that a different waveform?
Pause for dramatic effect. Pause for dramatic.
Just don't want it to clip.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet.
So what I plan to do in between here is do a really cool like, all right, let's go, kind of like something to hype it up. So this is what we got so far. It's pretty cool.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly
Really seeing anything yet?
shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire.
So the way that you're really going to win on this song, the way that you're really going to be able to spice this up and make it sound super fancy, super expensive, is with one shots, backing vocals, anything that you can do that's really aggressive, and that's going to really push what you have that's already there. The rap itself, if you were to just play it by itself, it's a good rap, but at the same time, I don't know, rap is rap. There's only so much that it can do. So I think those one shots, a bunch of effects, really going to make it sound really fun. So let's go to, I just want to check out the gain on these two real fast. See what's happening. Make sure they're the same.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say.
Hang on one second. What's going on here? Oh, I got turn off surfer EQ. So we got this. 26, 25, 24, 22.
You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing.
23.
Coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired. Sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar.
Okay, so I do want my vocals to be a little bit gain-wise, a little bit higher on the second, on the second time it comes in. So I got them at -13, -15, but it's really more about the beat itself and where we're going to bring it up to when we're all done. So for instance, it has to sound like it fits. I want my voice to be the same level as his voice, Miles. So let's check this out with everything running. Because that kind of sounds like it's a little bit louder. Let me see. So one thing I can do is turn up the gain just a smidge on these to kind of max out what the compressor's feeding, what the effects are doing to it. It'll change a little bit. Let's see. That one's pretty much all the way. This one can be turned up a smidge. All right. See if that makes any difference. Shots fired. Sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming. You don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body. That's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, and doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? That part needs to come back in. Now, hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. So like, I might have to do this number because that's a real big change. Now, hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Now, hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Let's check this out. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what happens if we try to fuse these together. That sounded good. See, it's more important to me as a producer to have tonality in this whole shebang. It's definitely like, yeah, the words are important. That's the substance. But on the flip side of the coin, you got to make them pop. You got to make them sparkle because honestly, that's all lyrics are. It's just lyrics. And then when you do them in a certain way, when you produce them in a certain way, or you put an effect on a certain one and you sidechain and something pops out at a certain time, that's how songs are memorable. Tuning your vocals too is very important. It's kind of funny, like, do you tune your vocals on rap? I guess you're technically still saying notes, right? So yeah, you should. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just send their stuff in and but like let's do it the right way. Let's do this with integrity this morning. We're gonna take our time. It really doesn't take too much longer either. That's kind of the funny part for this song. For a much bigger song that was 3 minutes long, yes, it would take forever. We're gonna do this real fast. Make sure to save. Command S. All right, here we go. By the way, I want to know who made this beat. This beat's crazy. It's such a it's such a trap, like, I don't know, in the cut beat. I like it a lot. All right, here we go. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. If you know that there's a note that you're hitting that you really want to nail, go ahead and look for it and pick it up. I can see this one right here is that could be a little better. I'm just going to have to go through this manually and see what sounds the best.
Pause for dramatic effect. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping.
You know what I mean? Like, you're rapping, so you're not exactly like singing notes. So this can be difficult.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct.
I mean, honestly, I would probably back off of what I just did on that part.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly,
Yeah, and it's okay. I see what's going on. Let me see here.
pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet.
This guy, I'd probably back off.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet.
It's kind of funny to put tune on rap.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet.
I think I like that better.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet.
Okay, so I would select all and I would just back it off just a little bit. Some of these, like I'd back off the speed and I'd back off the note transition to make it sound a little more natural. And then I would run through here, make sure there's no warp on. Sometimes when you cut things, your warp can come on. So let's go ahead and freeze that. We're not going to flatten it. We're just going to freeze it. And that's going to be all the tune we're going to do. Rap, for me, does not need that much tune, or else you start, unless you're going for that kind of T-Pain deal. Let's see, what's next? I want to say, fun fact while this is freezing, what was the first ever auto-tune, like the first ever use of auto-tune? There's a song, I think it's called Life After Love, way back in the day, and I think it's by Cher, and I think she actually used it first. Now, I could be totally wrong by that, but maybe if somebody can confirm that in the comments or DM me in the future and let me know if that's correct or not. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people credit T-Pain, which honestly he kind of did bring it into a new wave. But when it comes to the first release, like major label release, I think it was Cher. All right, so let's do this second one now.
Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's screaming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
Woo! That's a fire verse right there. Okay, let's see what we got.
Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey,
Woo!
I'm just checking on you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do there is just freeze that. Well, I'm going to select all. I'm going to back off the speed a little bit. Back off the note transition a little bit to make it sound more natural. But I love that. I'm super happy with that. And this is just moving forward to the to where we need to be. I love doing these little reel challenges because it's almost like a mini production course all in one. You get to find out how to use your plugins, how to waves tune, or how to tune vocals, how to do a bunch of things, but it's really not that. It's only like 16 bars or something, or 8 bars, I don't even know. And it's really fast. I think this one is like 12. So let's check this out. Now it's time to vocal overlay / dub. Let's see. I think what I was feeling just now was the battle armor ready on my body. That's my main attire. I want to do that one. So let's go ahead and silence this. Play it from the top. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. So I think that was a pretty close take. Now what I will do is go to my good old plugin Vocal Align. First of all, let's just listen to this and make sure there's no like splinters. It sounds so bad when you just when you just play it. Oh, that's okay. So here, what a funky waveform this is. That is such a funky waveform. Funky waveform. Here we go.
Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire.
So all I'm trying to do is take battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire, which is kind of a tongue twister, and go to vocal align. So I'm going to put this on this. I'm just going to try to match it up with, I'm going to rename this as leader. This is going to help it sound a little more timely. So let's go to leader, capture. Like I said, this is really not. Oh, sorry. This is really not too difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just coming in. I think we've only been streaming for like, we've been live for 28 minutes and we've already got, I mean, we got a hit. So let's make this right here tight because we want it really tight. Match timing, normal flexibility. I usually don't change anything. I kind of like, I could play around with the settings, but I'm going to go ahead and freeze that and then double check that it wasn't warped. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, so now let's see if this sounds any good. And what we can do is we can put plugins after we flatten this. We're just trying to make it sound a little thicker. Okay, so now we're going to do one more because I like that. But we got to do it one more time and then pan it to the right. So let's do it. I'm just going to do 27, which I believe is right. Yeah, here we go.
But honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, celebrate. Pause for dramatic effect.
I got a big guy stepping when he come to correct. Itty bitty devil say. Yeah. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. So think about, I know this is probably a silly example, but think about a book. when you read a book, there's different parts in it, right? That kind of get your attention, and then there's more of a lull. Same thing with rap. You can't just have the whole time your mind being blown. There's got to be times where it's called ear candy. There's got to be times where, wow, that was actually really cool, and then it goes back down. So this is one of those times where it's going to be really cool. It's ear candy. The technique I'm going for is to make this sound a little larger than the other ones. Obviously, I'm dubbing to the left and right, doing an overlay, but at the same time, it's not going to be too much. It's just going to be a small amount of EQ to kind of fill it, maybe expand it, Mangler expansion, CLA, stereo width expansion, do something on it to make it sound a little big, and then go back down to where it needs to be. It really needs to sound like you produced it well, to where people on Instagram, people on TikTok are going to hear your audio and they're going to say, holy buns, why does that guy's audio sound so different? And it's because you took 30 minutes, to put on a couple plugins to pan things, because 90% of people that do real challenges, they just do it from their phone, which if they got the right lyrics, they're going to win. And they've got the flow, and it's just the one, then it's the one. But if you really want to increase your chances to winning these things, because you are putting in 2 hours of work, that's about $100 of work, about $50 an hour, you really got to make it worth it. So that's why we're taking our time with this. We're using these plugins that we've got, and I digress because I'm just talking your head off. So let's just move forward. Y'all know the drill. Freeze. Let me know what you guys sip on when you produce. For me, it's tea, black tea. I'm sure y'all are gonna troll that comment, but I'm for real. Okay, here we go. Let's hear what this sounds like. I mean, that sounds pretty sweet. I would turn it down just a smidge. Go -21. -21. Maybe I should even take out got that. Well, we can flatten these now. Maybe not. I still think it's a little too loud. I wonder, let's see, what can we do to make it sound a little cooler? Let's go to Alter Boy. I love Alter Boy. Plugins got so many cool. And let's do like a rock vocal. Oh yeah, see, that already sounds way better. Let's just put the same thing on the other one, but maybe change a little of the parameter so it's not exactly the same. Maybe we'll do a little higher drive. Or maybe take it off. So that's kind of a cool, I've never done that before, but that's kind of a cool deal. So what's happening right here is one of them has Alter Boy and one of them doesn't. So this is what you get. So your left ear is hearing more of a homicide, distortion, it's a little rough on that side. The other side's clean. This sounds like Pooh Bear. Or not Pooh Bear, gosh, what's his name? Grizzly? Something Bear. I forget the rapper, but that's what it sounds like. I want this to be really clean too. So right on that eighth note. Sorry. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. Let's come in with the EQ and maybe just take a tiny bit out so that original will sound a little better. So let's go to the mids. Let's listen to where this thing is. I'm just going to duplicate this and freeze it, or flatten it. And let's listen. Not you, Alexa. Alexa, turn off. Alexa, go to bed or something. Just get out of here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's see. So it looks like 200 hertz, 200 to 400 is kind of the meat of this section right here. So I'm going to go up here, and on the mids, I'm going to go to, let's say 250, just 300, split the difference. And I'm just going to turn this down by like 6 dB, and that's going to help you hear the voice a little better. Yeah, that sounds so much better. You're just cutting out a little frequency so that more of the original vocal will be heard. If you try to put, let's do it in colors. If you try to put blue, blue, blue next to each other, then let's see if you guys can see this. If you try to put blue, blue, blue next to each other, and this is your middle vocal, and these are your side vocals, it's kind of going to sound all the same. But if you change these colors, let's say change them to red and bring them down, and then even cut out a little smidge of it, well, when you line these up, the blue is going to take up that smidge frequency, and they're also two different colors or characteristics. That's why one has altar boy, one's a little more clean, and that's kind of the idea. Bad example, bad analogy, but it works for me. So I like that so far. Let's see what else we can spice up. I would also turn these down just a little bit. I really want I really want the top, because you're playing this through a phone, most people are, I really want the top to be the one. Maybe not that much.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in when he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
Woo! That's the one right there. Okay, let's do some reverse reverb. My boy. Reverse reverb, as we all know, helps, or if you didn't know, helps take out some of the deadness before you intro your verse. Like, for instance, it's pretty dead right here. I mean, yeah, the beat goes down, but in that section, if you were to take the beat out, it's actually pretty dead. There's nothing going on. So we can, as producers, we can spice this small area up with some ear candy to introduce and make us sound professional. We want to really sell our listeners on, wow, this dude, did he have a producer? Is he the producer? This sounds very expensive. Things like that. So with that being said, here is how you reverse reverb. I love showing this to people because I think it's just one of the best, easiest tricks in the industry. Go ahead and I want to reverse reverb this first thing where I say pause for dramatic effect. So let's take that snippet, make a new track underneath it, and then just have the audio right here. And this is what it sounds like. Well, I'm really saying pause, right? So pause. But I only want the first, like I only want the note that it's hitting. So I really don't want pause. I really want the paw. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clean up the front. And what I'm going to do now is, let's see if I can boost this any. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click and hit duplicate. And then I'm going to rename this to rev, and that's short for reverse reverb. Underneath it, I'll move this so you can see what I was doing. Sorry. Underneath it, I'm going to, right here where it says extension in, look for rev, and you're going to record what's being done here. But very important, go up to your plugins, go to reverb, go ahead and put it on there, and make sure I'm just moving around, ain't I? And then make sure your reverb is set to like a decay of 7 seconds. It's just the magic number that I've found. You can do it for whatever you like. And then go ahead and just solo these two tracks together and record. Floating through space, right? So now you can double click that, hit warp to turn it off, hit the reverse button to reverse it, and then let's bring it up to where our word is. So you want to put the word exactly on top of that, and then I'm going to actually cut this out right there. So let's see what how this fancies us. So that was a little quiet. So I'm going to actually boost the gain on this. I want this to be a dramatic effect. I heard it a little more that time, but I'm going to increase it even more. So I'd probably back it off a little bit. So you can go ahead and delete that reverse reverb and just keep it off. Let's go to Mangler and let's expand. There's many ways to expand something. There's many plugins. Just get an expander and try to expand this. See what happens with it. Let's see here. I might actually end it on this bar right here and make sure that fade is barely on so it doesn't sound weird. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to move this onto this one. I'm trying to find the place that it sounds best. So I'll turn this down just a little bit. All right, cool. So now I kind of found where it needs to be. It sounds good there. Do real big. Hey. But we need to chop it now. Gotta put, like I said, gotta make it expensive. So I want it to do this. Kind of a little choppy thing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I gotta go to 32nd. Just chop, 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 chop. Woo! It's just that easy, folks. For only $19.99, you can learn how to produce music. Dompetrol.com. Seriously, that sounds sweet. Real big. Oh my gosh, dude, that's awesome. Okay, cool. So now I'd actually boost that because it's so cool. Here we go. Do a real big. Hey. Now I just want to make sure that there's nothing popping on this. You hear that? You hear that pop? I hear the pop. Oh, accidentally flattened. Whoopsie. Let's unfreeze. I don't like that pop. What is that? Okay, I don't know what's happening there, but I have a couple things to try and fix it. So I got RX6 denoise, I've got a declick, a deplosive, a decrackle, declick. Let's try this declick on here. I don't know. I really don't even know where to go from here, but let's see. Interesting. So here's before. You hear that? You hear that big click? Here's after. Well, hang on. I gotta output this. Honestly, the only part I do need this on, because I really don't like putting RX6 on something if I don't have to. So I'm just gonna turn it off and put it right here. Okay, good. So now that sounds better. The reason why is that RX6, as a producer, if you go online and you look up, why can I not undo my Ableton session? You know, you did something, you deleted something, then you press Control Z and it doesn't come back. RX6 is constantly searching for those click patterns when it's on. So if it takes up all those slots, the undo slots. Let's say you have RX6 off, well, there's no slots. So when you make a command, you have a slot now and you can undo it. But with RX6, it's making millions of those, probably thousands every second. There's just, you'd have to turn it off and undo probably like, I don't know, a lot. It's a lot of math. So I don't like to do anything with RX6 until the very end. So what I'm going to do is make a decision here on what I'm going to do. So I like this, so I'm just going to go ahead and freeze it. And now we're going to do a test. Does RX6, now that it's off, you know, is it still okay to make a move and will it undo? So let's try this. We freeze something. We're keeping it where it needs to be. And we're going to make another move and see if we can undo it. If you didn't know, dompatrol.com, that's our website. We love to DJ weddings, do a lot of different things. So let's do this. Duplicate, and then Control Z. So it did let us. That's good. I think the moral of the story is don't leave it on. There's one more thing I want to do that I just thought of right here. I want to do some EQ on this. I want to make it sound a little more spicy right here. So we got. I might just go to CLA. A lot of people don't like this plugin, and that's okay. I happen to use it on a lot of stuff just because it's quick. So I know that we want the treble to come up on this. We can probably compress it a little bit. We don't need any reverb. We don't need any of that. We probably could put a little bit of stereo width on it. So that sounds better. I'll probably back off of that down to 8.5 or something. All I'm doing is turning up the treble on that reverse reverb to try and make it stand out in the beat a little more. We can also run it through to Surfer EQ. So let's see what happens when I do that. So now I would turn it down because I want it to be a little more, which is funny because you have to increase for turning something down. Why does it sound like it's in my right ear only? That's all right. I don't think it's that bad. Let's go to negative 21 and we'll be done with that. Let's move on. All right, so now we have to like bridge the gap between the vocal and this, whatever you want to call it, this thing right here. I might be able to just take the original and expand it, you know what I mean? Do something like that. You want to go to your Warp and do Complex Pro.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big.
Maybe not that much.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Got step in.
Maybe not that much.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Got step in when he's coming. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Got step in when he's coming. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Got step.
Let's see.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Got. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Got step in. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Got step in when he's coming correct. I heard the ED. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big.
I wonder if I could take the P on pause for dramatic effect, and I wonder if I could maybe do something to where I kind of throw it around a couple times side to side on the ears. Let's see. So I got. I kind of want that which is scary because we're getting into plosives now. I mean, I could work with that. So it goes like this. I want it to be like pause. So there's two that I'm looking for. One. Pause. Pause. 1, 2. Let's see if this works. Pause. Let me see something real fast. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and flatten this. Executive decision.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big
Pause.
pause for dramatic.
It's not exactly what I was expecting it to be, so let me just tighten this up a little bit. Maybe it needs to be something like this.
Pause for dramatic effect. Pause for dramatic effect. Pause for dramatic effect. I got it. Pause for dramatic effect. I got pause for dramatic effect.
That's getting to where we're kind of going, what we wanting to do. Excuse me.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got pause for dramatic.
I still think that's a little too much. So let's go to narrowest. Let's just trim these back a little bit, like half. I want it to be more like
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guts.
I wonder if that's.
Pause for dramatic effect.
So, okay, I think I see the way forward. There are. Okay.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big.
So we're gonna have to kind of like skew these down. Well, maybe not that much. A little bit. Then let's go to our panning. Left. Sorry. Left, right. Left, right, left. Let's look at this now. So now, okay, it's not perfect, but what it's going to give you is this really cool, expensive sound. So let's play this from the top. Let's see what it sounds like.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots big, big, do it real big, real big, do it big, big, do it real big, real big. Oh my God, do it big, do it real, real big. Yeah, my squad do it big, do it real, real big. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a real big. Pause for dramatic real big. Big, big, do it real big. Real, real big. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guts. Real, real big. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy. Pause for dramatic effect. Pause for dramatic effect. I got.
I'm just going to abort mission on that. I don't like it. I like these having the quarter note stabs, but I'm not digging those doing that. it real big.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got
Oh,
a
whoops.
big God step in.
Sorry, I just blasted y'all.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God step in when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but I pause for dramatic effect. I got a big
The reverse reverb comes right underneath it, helps introduce. I just didn't like that silence in between, so we're good now.
pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God step in when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, don't synthetic, he get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Big, do it real big, do it big, do it real big, I gotta do it big, do it real big. Yeah,
That's why I do it big, do it real. This, in general, this is such a good song. Whoever produced this, just, I bet they were having so much fun doing it. All right, I think I need to turn this down just a smidge. So let's see what this sounds like.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God step in when he's pause for dramatic effect. I got a pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God pause for dramatic effect. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God step in. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God step in when he's coming correct. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God step in when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect.
All right, now we need to start thinking about one-shots over certain words. What are certain words in this song that that we need to shout out?
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God step in when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Itty devil say
Come to collect. All right, so I think I should say something like "come to collect," like the Reaper. You know what I'm saying? Like he's coming to collect his, in a way, if you will. But we're like, nah, bruh. Okay, so let's go ahead and just run that.
pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God step in when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say
Come to collect.
honestly we ain't really seeing
Come to collect.
shots fired. Sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Believe in what
So I've got two versions of "come to collect" I can choose from. One is, I think, not gonna work. The other one sounds like it might. Either way, we're gonna put reverb, a deep reverb on both of these. Kind of be like, "come to collect," like some guy shouting in the background. All right, so we make the dry wet really high and the decay really high, so it's kind of washed out. Not that one. Maybe not either of those. Let me see what's going on here. Where is it? Come to collect. Abort mission on this for now. Let's just focus on, instead, let's do this right here. All right, let's go. So, all right, let's go. I just be like, okay, I think I want to say I just be like, because we haven't seen anything yet. I just be like, woo. Almost gotta do it big. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing it. I just be like, so I just be like, woo. I just be like, woo. I got the big God stepping when he come to correct. I heard the itty bitty devil. Yeah, I just be like, woo. I just be like, woo. What a funny thing to just shout in the studio. I just be like, ah! All right, yeah, we're definitely clipping, but that might add to the coolness of it, the cool factor. All right, let's see what we got. Let's get this reverb out of here. I just be like, haha, that sounds so cool. Okay, let's see what else we got. I think I want to like pan this left and right. Do something like that. Gonna have to turn it down. That sounds crazy. That is so sick. I love that. That sounds really good. I think I do need to put some more Altar Boy rock vocal on that though, because if you don't, let's see, and I might put this on each one this time. Let's do the opposite. Let's take it off of one, but the opposite way. Let's take it off the left and keep it on the right. Okay, let's actually do this. Let's make this the center, and then, or we'll keep that there for now. And let's do a couple more of those. Let's make this a really big intro to the next one. Big God stepping. I just be like, woo! Wait. I just be like, woo! I just be like, woo! It's such a weird thing to do. but it sounds cool. It's like I can see the vision, but you know, the execution is kind of funny. All right, here we go. I'm really just looking for one to be the middle.
I just be like, ooh.
Do you be like ooh?
Shots fired, sell a pipe dream.
Sounds good to me. All right, cool.
Say come to collect, but honestly we ain't real. Say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming. You don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body. That's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over.
And then on this guy right here, I think I got a little reverb going on. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put him up here. And let me see over here if I can use any of these. I don't want the ones with Altar Boy though. You don't want to get like, I think I'm going to abort that mission too. I don't want to get too carried away. I kind of like the way it's sounding right now, and if I just keep on building it, it might get a little messy. So all right, let's turn this up a little bit. Negative 24. Negative 24. Negative 25. All right, here we go. So I say the words shots fired. So I want to just have one small bullet in the background. So where are you going to go? You're going to go to Splice. Because Splice has cool sound effects that you can get. So just go to sounds. Just go to gunshot. I don't want like a machine gun. Let's see. Let's see if I can go to let's see here. Let's go to output. This guy. Ow, ow, ow. My ears. That hurt really bad. I like that revolver shot. That's pretty sweet. Robotalk, you got some stuff in here. Oh, okay. I got your gunshots in there. Dude, these are crazy. These sound so good. Oh my goodness. Let me see if you guys can hear it too. Let's go to multi-output device. So I like that one, but I also like this one. It's like really clean. The highs on there are clean. So I think I'm going to get both of them and see what. I don't need a machine gun. I don't need a shotgun. Let's see. Nah, that's too deep. Pistol. I like this one. Is that the same one? No, that's revolver. That's different. Okay, so now you go to, it's just called gunshot. So just go in here, gunshot, and then go to splice, pistols and revolvers. Now we need to just set it in here nicely. Just drop it in here right on that. Let's see what this sounds like. And you're going to want to pan this left or right to really make it sound like it's in the beat. If you were to just put it on top, it would sound fine. I'm sure you could get away with it. But if you really want it to cut, you're going to have to do left or right. I think I like this little tiny gunshot revolver the best. I don't know why. wonder if I can like do something like this. I think just one. Just keep it simple. I wonder if I can do this. Make it like into the beat. Check this out. Let's see. I think I need to actually EQ it. Which is funny that I'm going into CLA to EQ something, but I just also know that I've used CLA so much that I kind of know what result it gives me. All right, I got to go onto the mains for this.
But honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Ain't really seeing anything yet. Ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. But honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar. But honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet.
Maybe it might be more, let's see, beneficial to do like multiple gunshots. How about gunshots? So this one actually has reverb in it. It's really, really a cool sound. I like this one. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna try to bounce this up to where they're in the background. They're not very, you know, overbearing, but they do, you can hear them.
Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar. Anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Shots fired, sell a pipe. Anything yet. Shots devil is a liar. Don't anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Yeah. Shots fired, sell a pipe. Yeah. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Yeah. Shots fired, sell a pipe. Yeah. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Yeah. Shots fired, sell. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar. Don't believe in what. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Devil is. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Shots fired, sell a pipe. 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 Shots fired. Shots fired, sell a pipe. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Devil is really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar. Don't believe.
All right, I'm cool with this for now. We can move on to other things, but because we've been live for about an hour and 30 minutes working on this track, so I kind of want to wrap things up and take a break. But I'm cool with where we're at right now. It's a good start. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bounce this out and play it in the truck and see if it sounds good or not. Hey.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guts.
This guy can come down a little bit.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping. Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming. You don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body. That's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. You get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
Last thing I'm gonna do before I pop off is when I say big God, or real thing. I want the real thing. So I just want some vocals behind that supporting it going, I want the real thing. So let's knock that out real fast.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say. But honestly, we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was all under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, you still with me? I'm just checking on you.
I want the real thing. I want the real thing.
Correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now.
I want the real thing. All right, let's see what we got here.
I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. The real thing. Did I want the real thing? Did I want the real thing? Big guy.
Let's see if we can make this sound better.
Respect it. I want the real thing.
I'm gonna like manually get these where they need to be, and then kind of go from there, so that it'll help it. Okay, let's do 32. Boom. All right, so now this is called leader. So let's put vocal align on here. We're gonna do these left and right. Let's do vocal align. And we're gonna be coming in from leader. Oh, I got so many leaders. Let's rename this to lead. They're all called leader. They all want to be the leader. All right, let's do this. So that's one. Let's freeze that, and let's do the same thing on the other one. And that's just gonna keep the timing a little bit tighter and more professional, if you will. Almost done. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and flatten these, and let's go to -20, -20. And then let's see what's gonna make this sound awesome. Let's go to Sound Doctor. I just want to kind of blow this out of the water right here. And then we're gonna go to vocals. I don't think I've used this on vocals yet, so this should be fun. Let's do clean. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that didn't sound bad. Let's see what's going on with this. Okay, so we got one, and then we're gonna do a little thing called CLA vocals, and then we're gonna widen these out right here. I don't like that. I like this one probably better. Stereo. Not really digging that, so let's go to another one. Let's go to Mangler that has a spreader on it, which is weird that they'd use this for bass, but whatever. It does sound cool. Let's put Alter Boy on that too. Give it some spice. Or maybe even a low octave double. Rock vocal. So let's turn all the beat off. This is just gonna be our audio. We're gonna look at the volume on this.
It was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? Like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. Like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing.
So let's take this guy, which I like, and let's go to an EQ, and let's just take out a little bit of the middle so it sounds a little more. I think we did like 300 last time.
Like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing.
Perfect. Okay. We've got to turn off our warps. Don't forget. It will change the sound. Turn off your warps. Let me see something. Yeah, I'm gonna keep those on. For this one, you probably don't have to. Okay, so we have ourselves a good place to kind of end, take a break. 85% finished. Good session this morning. Let's go ahead and clean up any tracks that we're not using, freeze tracks that we are done with, and we will be ready to, that's a reverse reverb, so I'm going to keep that in there. Let's just freeze these. And then let's go ahead and listen to it one time, and let's bounce it out.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy.
Big, big, do it real big, real big, do it big, big, do it real big, real big. Oh my God, do it big, do it real, real big. Yeah, my squad do it big, do it real, real big.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired.
Big, big, do it real big, real big, do it big, big, do it real big, real big. Oh my God, do it big, do it real, real big. Yeah, my squad do it big, do it real, real big.
Pause for dramatic effect. I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired. Sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming. You don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body. That's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
The only thing that sounds out of place is I want the real thing. So, I think we need to put this dude back in.
Aesthetics, you might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. I like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic.
Okay, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put a EQ 8. I'm gonna cut out some of the mids. This one's gonna be pretty harsh actually.
Did I want the real thing? Big guy, boy, did I want the real thing? Big guy, boy, don't. Did I want the real thing? Big guy, boy, don't. Did I want the real thing? Big guy, boy, did I want the real thing? Big guy, boy, don't. Did I want the real thing? Big guy, boy, don't. Did I want the real thing? Big guy, boy, don't. Did I want the real thing? Big guy, boy, did I want the real thing? Big guy, boy, don't.
Big, big, do it real big, real big, do it big, big, do it real big.
For dramatic effect, I got a big guy stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired. Sell a pipe dream. Devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming. that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
Big vision, big dreams, big.
It sounds good. I just need to kind of lower the volume on this real fast. It needs to be all the same. 17. Let's see.
Like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you. Gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic.
You can tell how important gain staging is through all of this. You can have a mix that's really great, but if your levels are kind of off, it really does throw off the whole entire thing. So let's see right here.
How we moving, how we do it, finna watch us do it big.
What is this? Alright, I would say this is probably the finished, this is 2 hours working on a small reel. Is it worth it? Yes, if you get placed, you get a lot more attention, and it is going to help somebody. Somebody's going to get encouraged by it. So you don't always see monetary reward for what you do, but you are building up reward in heaven, and I hope that this can encourage somebody. So that's kind of the main thing. So we're going to listen to it one more time, and then we're going to be done.
For dramatic effect, I got a big God stepping when he's coming correct. I heard the itty bitty devil say he come to collect, but honestly we ain't really seeing anything yet. Shots fired, sell a pipe dream, devil is a liar. Don't believe in what he's scheming, you don't want the fire. Got that battle armor ready on my body, that's my main attire. I was under the impression it was always function over aesthetics. You might not like it, but you gotta respect it. I want the real thing. Big guy, boy, I'm doing synthetic. He get the credit now. Hey, y'all still with me? I'm just checking on you.
Big vision, big dreams, big bottle on my head. Big. How we moving, how we do it, finna watch us do it big.
Alright, you heard it first. Round of applause. 1 hour and 40 minutes on a small little Instagram/TikTok reel. But if it gets placed, it'll be a big deal. No pun intended. I'm going to go ahead and just bounce this and start playing it in the truck, in the car, on headphones, seeing what it sounds like, seeing if there's anything that I missed. I'm going to call this V1. All right. You guys have a great day. Hope you learned something. If you didn't, I don't see why, because there's a lot of knowledge being placed. But, hey, God loves you. Have a good one. Tune back in about an hour or so. I got another online production session with somebody in Amsterdam. Shout out Amsterdam. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.